Our next job is going to be recording our voices. First, I want you to make sure you have your book, your script, and make sure that your headset is plugged in and that you have checked that it is your input and your output. So, once you're ready to record your voice, we're going to start again at media, just like when we brought our pictures in. This time, instead of leaving it on photos, we want to go back to audio. We're going to ignore all the sound effects and things for now, but notice this microphone is picking up my voice, so I know if I'm speaking into the headset that it will show me because it's detecting my voice. This red button here is how we're going to record. Before you get started, it's important to know that when you click this red button, it will start recording. You want to give it a second before you start talking because it might cut off the very beginning of your words if you click it and start immediately. Also, when you're done, you click this red button and it will stop recording your voice. You want to stop talking and wait a couple seconds before you click that red button, or it might cut off the end of what you're saying. So I'll give you an example. When I click this, it will start to record my voice. So I'm going to read from my script. Blackout by John Rocco. In my head, I counted to about 3 before I clicked that button again. And you can see by this video clip or audio clip that it shows exactly where my voice ended. So when I drag, this is called a playhead, when I drag that back to the beginning, I can press play and actually hear the example that I just did. Blackout by John Rocco. Did you hear that it gave the clicking of my mouse? That's what those 2 little dots are. So if I decide that I want to cut that off, I can actually drag it back, and now let's drag the playhead back and listen to it. It will cut off the sound of my mouse at the end. Blackout by John Rocco. By clicking play, it'll pause for me, and then I can go back and start at the beginning. It's important that we lock these play clips together because otherwise when we go to edit and move things around, if you liked the audio that you did, make sure you lock it. So I'm going to click at the very beginning, and I'm going to make sure my playhead is right there with me. And on my keyboard, I'm going to press Command L. And you see these little yellow pins that showed up? Now that means that they're pinned together, and even if I moved this picture, if I moved my cover somewhere else, this audio recording of my voice will go with it. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to take my playhead, that's what this little triangle is at the top, and I'm going to move it on to this next, I'm going to scroll over a little bit. I'm going to move it to the next slide. On my script it says silent. So do I need to record anything? I don't. I'm going to move on again to my next slide. If you are taking turns with your partner, you don't need to switch back and forth. If my partner is going to read this page, I could just skip my partner's turn and then come here so it's my turn. So now I'm going to read. Again, here's my red button, so before I start, I want to make sure I'm ready. I'm going to click the red button, wait a moment, and then start talking. Inside, everyone was busy. I waited till I ended it. I'm going to go back and listen to it and make sure that I like this clip. Press play. Inside, everyone was busy. And when I click play again, it will cut off. Now I can hear myself clicking again, so I'm going to drag that off. And I like that I can see where I'm talking, so I know that I'm not cutting off any of my words. Now, I didn't do any of my sound effects like get out, and then he said, because I can save that and do those later. So go through and get as many of these done as you can. Don't forget, at the end, you want to bring your playhead back to the start, click here, and then I'm going to press Command L and I lock them together. Notice again those yellow pins? So that's how you record your voice.